Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and you're welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. The Parsha that we're going to talk about this morning is known as Parasha Beha'alotekha. And what is the meaning of the word Beha'alotekha? It means when you rise up. So what are we rising up? When we rise up to do what? Here is rising up to light the menorah. It's here to light the world, And remember, the motto or the slogan of our synagogue is blow the word to the world. Blowing the word to the world. Because we can see that the word, the Torah, that is the word. The Torah, the word of eternal life, the word that gives life. He said, and the Torah is your life. The Torah is the air that you breathe. The Torah is the food that you eat. The Torah is your essence, is your being. If you lose it, you lose all. You lose everything. But you have to hold it tight. You have to even create a zayad. You have to create a fence around it. Protect it. Because that is who you are. That is your life. So when we rise up to blow the word, when we rise up to communicate the word of life to the world, because we can see that the world is a dying world. The time is at hand. The world is dying. Slowly and by. And we can see with our two eyes. You don't need an angel to tell you that. You don't need a man to come from heaven, descend from heaven and say, oh, you see what is going on at the world? No. A foolish man, maybe he's thinking about that, but a man that is wise can see with their two eyes that the world is dying. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, what is evil is now good. What is good, they call it evil now. In Canada, I was reading, before I start, in Canada, I read last week that euthanasia, that is killing people legally, in Canada is number 1 in the world now. Euthanasia. They say, oh, you know what? And this is what they are telling them. They say, oh, you know what? You say you need to die with dignity. You know what? The pain is too much. You know what? You need to consider your children. It is better for you to die. Is that what God says we should do? God says that you should save life, not to destroy life. You should save life, not to kill life. And these are the people that came and do what? And make an oath and say our job is to save life. Doctors, they encourage people to commit suicide, illegal suicide. And they call it, oh, it is fine. Why? Because we can see it now, everything is all about what? It's all about economic. Because they don't want to pay money for the people to heal them, but they can have money to buy chemical and destroy and kill them. So life has no meaning now. Life, human life is nothing. Even though a dog life is even more valuable than the human life now. Because if you do something to a dog, the government will arrest you and jail you. Right? But the human being, kill him as far as he doesn't take pension, the money will keep it and that is it. And that is not what God is saying we should do. Torah is about life. And I subtitle it, the slave mentality. You see, when the children of Israel came out of Egypt, that mentality was ingrained in their DNA. Because of what? Because it has been long time they dwell in the land of Israel, right? They've been a slave to the system. And many of us, don't forget, the children of Israel is not alone. We are the descendants of the people. And now, even though in today's world, the sin is ingrained in most of us in our lives. The sin is slavery. Because sin entices you. Sin, he said, there is a saying that said that not everything that is shine is gold. Not everything that shine is gold. Because you might think that it's shine. Oh, yeah. When you open it, the inside is rotten. The inside stinks. The inside is bad. But the outside, it looks nice. That is a sin. It attracts you. You see, yeah. They glorify it. They advertise it. They make it nice and good. But when it captures you, see, fini. And that is what God is saying. God is saying that today, this morning, we have to remove that slave mentality. Take it out of our life. Take it out of our mind. Take it out wherever it might be hiding in our life. We have to eject it, remove it. So, just to quickly go around on what we're going to talk about this morning. We have what is called ascent, and we have the middle plane, and we have the descent. Right? In the history of the people of our people, of the people of Israel, they have the point that they call the ascent point, the higher point which they reach. And that point was when they met God face to face on Mount Sinai. The Torah says, and the soul of the people, and that is why our sages, when they say that the soul of the Israelite is higher than the soul of any other human being in the world, it's not that they are proud. No. It's not, no. But it is the fact and the truth, because God, the God Almighty, on that day, took them and lifted them up upon his mighty wings, and he brought them to himself. So they saw the light, and their soul become higher in the higher realm, in the spiritual realm. They understand, they saw God, and they were taught the Torah. And so now, if they do what is wrong, they get punished 10 times more than somebody of the world who doesn't know anything. So that is what they're trying to. It's not a thing for them to be proud. No, it's not about pride. No, but it's about the fact that you now know the truth. A professor, somebody that attends university, right? Who's a professor of mathematics, and he come and he said that, and I asked, for example, the question, 10 plus 10 is what? And the professor tell me that 10 plus 10 is 200. Then there's a problem. He either have one is either schizophrenia, or he has mental disease, or he has never gone to the university at all. Because there's an issue, because you call yourself a professor of mathematics, and I ask you 10 plus 10, and you say it's 200. Then there's a problem here. But if I ask a baby who is 2 years old, or who is 1 year old, 10% is what? And he said 10% is 5. Then he's a baby. He has never gone to university, he has never gone to primary school, he has never gone to the kindergarten. He's a baby. I understand he's a baby. See, the same thing here is going on. If the children of Israel commit a sin, that they know that this is not right, they've been taught that this is not good, and they did it, they get punished 10 times more than any other human being who has never heard about the Torah at all. And that is what God is saying. So here we have what is the ascent, and we have the middle plane, and we have the descent. From this parasha down, we are going to be seeing the descent of the people. They begin to descend into very dangerous places. In sin, they begin to complain. They begin to disobey. They begin to have what is called insurrection. Insurrection meaning they rebel against God. They rebel against the authority. This is where it begins. This is where the evil starts. We are going to see in this parasha of this morning. Parasha Beha'alotekha reeks of insurrection and rebellion. The mentality of we want and we want it now causes the feeling of being unsure about the moment and the environment, leads into a sense of insecurity about tomorrow. This slave mentality did not abate at Mount Sinai after the incident of the golden calf, but due to generation of servitude had become, in a way, part of the genetic makeup of the people. What am I saying here? I said that this slave mentality that everything belongs to, everything must be done for me. You see, this slave mentality that even though that is what we have in Canada, that, you know what, the government has to do everything for me. No, the government doesn't have to do everything for you. You have to do something yourself. Because that is a slave mentality. A slave person is a person that cannot reason with his own mind. He needs the master to tell him what to do. And this is what Moshe was trying to remove out from the mind of the people. Yes, they've lived there for 400 years, or over 400 years. But remember, it is not all those 400 years that they were slaves. No. It's like the maximum of them was like 200 years, the last 200 years of 400, because the other 230 years, they were enjoying in the land, they were flourishing, everything was fine and good. It was the last 200 years that they became slaves, a severe one, slavery. And then they cannot do anything on their own. They need the Egyptian to direct them. They need the Egyptian to control them. They need, okay, you here, sit here. Now rise up. Now go pick the water. Now go pick the stone. Now you need to build this. The Egyptian design and say, okay, you know what? You have to be building this. Build this pyramid. Build that and that. Build the road. Build the city. They are not independent. They cannot do nothing by themselves. And this mentality that the master tells you, oh, you know what? You are going to eat your breakfast at 10 o'clock. Then I bring you food for your lunch at 12 o'clock. And I bring you your dinner for maybe 5 o'clock, you know, and there is no dessert, you know, no dessert. You just give them they are slaves. So they wait until when the master tells them to do something, that is when they do it. And now this mentality has gone so deep inside their DNA. And so they think that everything is entitled to them. And Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, no, it is time, you are free now. You are no longer under any slavery. You have to begin to think by yourself. You have to begin to do things by yourself. And this is, even though after the sin of the golden calf, they never change. Remember, it is not only the children of Israel it still happen till today, even though among us, we who are their descendants. Because we say, oh, these people, they are stubborn, or these people, they don't listen. And I don't think, do we listen to now, even? Because we, the people that are living in the 21st century, even rebel more than our forefathers. Because the Torah said that a man shall not live with a man. I mean, have a relationship with a man, right? And now we say, oh, no, that is not true. No, we can do it now. And now, if you say no, they kill you. They say you are a bigot. They tell you all kinds of things. A woman cannot live with a woman and say, no, that is not true. Because love is love. You can say, okay, that a baby cannot change its sex. You say, no, a baby who is a boy can become a woman. Or a baby who is a woman can become a boy. And if the parents say no, they take the baby away and they say, you are bad. And even though the parents, they can even jail you for saying that I don't want my child to be a boy, or to change sexes, right? And it's the world that we live now. Those people, they didn't do that. But we are doing it now. Are we progressing, or are we going backward? Because they tell you now, oh, you know what? That is a progress. That is the way they place it before the people. They make sin attractive. They make evil attractive. But what is good, they make it repulsive. Like a caged animals, the people expect everything to be brought to them rather than having to earn it. This state of mind had such a strong grip on the children of Israel, even after witnessing the plague that befell Israel, the crossing of Yom, and the revelation at Mount Sinai. It could not be purged from their collective psychological mindset, like a caged animals. You know the animal in the cage, that is caged in zoo, they have no freedom. They are caged. A caged animal in zoo is different from a free animal in the wilderness, because the animal in the wilderness, is wild. So that one in the cage too is wild, but the problem that is caged, there is no freedom. They bring in the food at any time, and if they want to kill it, they can kill it easily, because they can starve it to death. That's what I'm saying. But the one that is free in the wilderness run about looking for food to eat. He earn his own food. He run, he do, like, gently catch his food and eat, right? But the one in the cage cannot do that. So this is the mentality of the children of Israel at that time. They say, you know what? Everything God, has to provide. We don't have food. God, give us manna. Complain. We don't have water. Give us water, okay? We don't have flesh. We need meat. Is that true that they don't have flesh? No, it is not true. They have animals. God said that they came out from Egypt with a lot of animals, with a lot of properties. But no. I don't want to kill my own animal. We need another animal. I need God to give me another flesh. My own, I don't want to touch it. So these are and this kind of complaint become evil in the sight of God. You have it, but you don't want to use it. I want God to give you another one. Oh, you know what? I remember the fish that we eat in Egypt. Oh, that salad. Oh man. You see what? You wonder if they even know what they're saying. You are a slave, and you say that you enjoy the fish. You are a slave, and you say you enjoy the salad. You are a slave, and you say the cucumber. Oh man, it's a wonderful cucumber. And you said, oh, the garlic. Oh man, there is no another garlic like the garlic of Egypt. Is that not stupidity? You are eating garlic under slavery. You are ashamed. So this mentality is what God is saying. That everything has to be done for me, and me I have to do nothing. You know, I'm in a cage. Okay, I put my mind. Everything has to be done for me. They bath me, they feed me, they bring my food for me at all the time that it is needed. But God is saying no, it doesn't work that way. God created Adam. Even though God created Adam, right? And God said what? I put Adam in where? In the garden. And what did God say to Adam? Supervise the garden. And from the beginning. Did God say, okay, Adam, I've created you, I'll put you in the garden, and I want you to just cross your leg, and the food will be coming to you? No! Adam has to walk in the garden. He's supervised. His supervisor is a mental walk. Even though maybe he doesn't do it, he doesn't till the ground before the punishment, but his job is to supervise. He has a walk. That's what I'm trying to say. That is a walk for Adam. Adam was not sitting down, crossing his leg and relaxing and say, everything is hunky dory, hallelujah. No. Adam walked. He was supervising every animal, so that everything in the garden was fine, everything is good. He didn't sit down in one place. This is what I'm saying, that we have to walk. We don't have to relax and say, okay, everything is this entitlement mentality that we see in our country, even though in Canada. Oh, the government has to do everything. If the government doesn't do it, that is bad. No, we have to do something for ourselves. It's not every time the fault of the government. Sometimes it's the people's fault. They complain, and their complaint is evil in the ears of the Holy One, blessed be He, which causes anger to flee up, so that the fire of the Holy One, blessed be He, burn among them, consuming the edge of the camp. This did they learn? No, they didn't learn. The children of Israel are like the insane man who repeats the same mistake over and over again, but expect different results on each time, and each again provoke him to anger. You see, that is who we are. We are like an insane man. No, we complain. It is that is who we are. We complain. The people complain a lot, right? It is in our DNA. You know, we argue with God every time. You know, why do you do this? Show me. I can't do this. If you don't show me the reason, I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, don't worry, I'll show you. You know, that is who we are. You know, we are like an insane man that do the same mistake over and over again, expecting different results at each time. It can't work. It's going to be the same result. You see, somebody, okay, they tell you, okay, the light, right, is red. Don't cross on the red line, no. Wait until when it is green, then you can cross. I mean, when you cross, every time you cross on the red line, and the car keep on hitting you every day. And you say, no, I still have to cross because maybe today I will escape. You cannot escape because it will not work because the line is red. You can only walk when the light is green. You will not be hit when it's green. Then you walk. But if it's red, okay, keep on doing it. You keep on hitting every day. It will never change. That is the law. The law of physics is like that. It's simple. It's the law of the universe. It's the what comes round, what goes round comes round. It doesn't change. Don't say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I remember the miracle. That's because we have people that believe in miracles. Miracle, as soon as I want to cross on the red line, the angel will come and lift me up. Okay, continue. And let's see if the angel will come and pick you up. You disobey the law and you want the angel to come and the angel will tell you that you are foolish. No? Because why people that believe in stupidity, they say, oh, God said I should. Which God is telling you to go? God that created the law say, okay, this is red. Use your common brain. Don't go. He said, no. It is miracle. I need a miracle. A miracle can only happen if somebody push you, then God will save you. Not you putting your hand in the fire with your own self and say, oh, you know what? God will save me. The fire will burn you and nothing will happen. That is it. We need to understand what the Torah is talking about. Nothing is good enough for them, for our people. Nothing is good enough. Everything that God did to appease them, everything that God did to help them, everything that God did to sustain them, nothing is good enough. Oh, this manna, they have been eating this manna for 10 years now. It's not good. The manna is free, eh? No, it's not good. The taste. I need cheeseburger. This manna I don't like it again. I need hamburger. Oh, this manna I don't like it again. I need Big Mac. For God's sake, God is giving you something, and you say, I've been eating it, it's too much. I need something else. That is human being. We are never pleased. Okay, you know what, God? The snow is too much. Can you remove the snow? Okay, God remove the snow, I'll give you sun. He said, oh, God, the sun is too hot. I don't need the sun. Okay, which one do you want? You want the snow or you want the sun? Decide. This is what God is saying. You see, the Russians have a saying. The Russians said there is nothing bad in nature. Everything is good. Nothing is bad. The weather is not bad. There is no bad weather. It is according to nature. That is how God has decided it. It goes from summer to fall, from fall to winter, from winter to spring. It's a cycle. Everything is in a cycle. So the winter cannot become summer. No, we have to follow that cycle. They cannot change it, you know. So we as a people, nothing is good enough for us. We always complain. Not even the man sent by God, not even the man sent from heaven. If an angel comes down from heaven, somebody that will not believe. He say, no, you guys are drunk. But everybody is seeing that this man is from heaven. They will find one way or the other to say, this is not true. Because in his mind, he doesn't want to believe. His eyes is closed. He see this is white. He said, no, this is black. So how do you convince him that this is white? He will never believe. He doesn't want to believe. That is the issue. And that is what we are seeing in our world, in the present day world. When God is saying, this is evil, what you are doing, you are leading yourself into the path of destruction. And we say, no. It is what? It is civilization. We tell it, we give it another name. We say, oh, this is what? This is now enlightenment. Which enlightenment? You are enlightening yourself into destruction. You are enlightening yourself into slavery. The slavery of sin. That is binding everybody. And we say, oh, it is down, it is good. It's nothing good about that. You have to do what the Torah said. So, the adage, as the adage says, be careful what you wish for. The Holy One, blessed be He, sent the flocks of quail, enough to feed the entire people for a month. Some of the people descended upon the quail like lusting animals, gorging themselves on the flesh that had not even yet been caught. If you read from the book of Numbers chapter 11 verse 33, you can see it down there. It says, the bears were still alive when they consumed them. See, yucky. God said, thou shalt not eat any animal with the blood in it. Because of their lust, they go crazy, they go nuts. Oh, we want meat, we want food meat, we want meat. You have cows, you have your goat, you have your ram, you have everything that you can kill and eat. No. God, you have to do something. Okay, that is what you want, I give you what you want. Be careful what you wish for, because you might get it. I always tell everybody, be careful what comes out of your mouth, because you might get what comes out of your mouth. Okay, you want this one, God gave them a lot of birds, right? They rush, picking them up, without even killing it, removing the blood, they begin to eat it like an animal. And this angered the Lord. Why are you people behaving like a lost sheep? They lost their trust. They lost their focus. They lost their attention in the Lord. You see, because everything is about what? The flesh. We think only about the body. Oh, how my body, I need my body to be smooth, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy the best cream. If you have the money, you can buy the best cream in the world. Yeah. If you have the best one, you make yourself to look nice. God loves when you look beautiful. I love beautiful people. God said, wash your clothes and come before me. We can also see also today in the Parshas, it said, and the Levites wash their clothes and come, and they were consecrated before the Lord. They get clean. I love cleanliness. But we need to understand one thing, not only 100% on the flesh, but what about your soul, the spiritual part of you? You're going hungry, thirsty. You know? Every time it's only about the flesh. No, we need to balance it up. Everything has to be balanced. The flesh, the time for the flesh, the soul, the time for the spirit. Right? Do you pray? No, I don't need to pray. Some people they can spend 2 hours, like my daughters. Sometimes I get angry with her. She stays in the toilet for 2 hours. What are you doing? I'm taking shower. Which shower? You're making me to spend my money on electricity or on heating water. What's going on with you? Come out from the toilet. It's enough. No, say that in the mirror. What are you looking in the mirror? For God's sake, it is the same you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying do not do yourself nice. No, that's not what I'm saying. But there is time for everything. You cannot spend 2 hours in the toilet. What type of bath are you taking? Do you want to become some, I don't know, like angel, as white as the angel? Even though if you peel your skin, it cannot be as white as that of the angel. For God's sake. You know, so this is what I'm saying. They got lost. Because they think everything has to be done for them. A plague broke out among those who acted like wild animals, rather than as a redeemed human. The Holy One, blessed be He, sent the plague because of his revulsion towards them, due to the lack of trust in Him, which materialized into a rebellion and an absent animal like craving for flesh. These are they acted like an animal. I need flesh now. I need flesh to eat. No. They eat blood and they pay the consequence. Those people that acted like that were destroyed. That is a law. That is a commandment. There is an agreement that we made. The law, whatever the law God has said we will do, no? That was agreement. And we signed it. And God signed it. And God stamped it. Give you a copy. And the other copy remain with God. No? And now you said, no. I want to change my own part. How can you change it? But we need two to agree. Because there's one part for God, one part for us. But we say, no, we want to change our own part. It doesn't work that way. So because initially we both agree, say, that is what we're going to do. We agree on it. No? We agree. So why do you want to change your own part now? I don't know. Only God knows. So why do you want to eat flesh with blood? When God says, you shall not do that, and you say, yes, I agree, I will not do that. Now you need to eat flesh with blood. Like an animal, people of the world, like the Canaanites. You are not a Canaanite. You are not a Canaanite. You are not a Canaanite. You are the children of God. We God said, you shall not behave like those people that I'm driving out from before you. You are special. You're different. I have taken you to myself as my property. Israel is a property of God. And nothing can take it away. It is property. So we have to behave like that. We have this agreement, and let us do that agreement that we have. Once again, the children of Israel are in the process of what? Of redemption. Then we thank the Lord that we have a good word, a good father. We have a good teacher. We have a good prophet that run again before God. Say, God, please have mercy on them. If Moshe was not a good leader, I don't even think we will enter into the land. We will have been destroyed, all of us, in the wilderness. Every time he has to intercede. God, please have mercy, forgive them. I know they did wrong. God, kill me. Leave them alone. God said, okay, I won't kill you. I forgive them. Because God will not destroy the innocent with the wicked. And Moshe understood that principle very well, because Moshe was a very smart man. He understands that very, very well. He knows that the law will not destroy the righteous and the wicked together. No, that will not happen. Everybody faces their own judgment. Right? So he comes, he said, God, he put himself, he put the people behind him, and he put himself in the front. God, for you to kill these people, kill me first, then you can kill them. And God cannot kill him because he's a good man. Right? He's a righteous man. How can God kill him? Because God kill him, okay, I won't kill them. Okay, those people that do what is wrong, I teach them a lesson. So we need to understand this. That is a good leader. Not the leader that we have now. Right? Somebody will be hiding in the White House and send the poor people to go and die in Ukraine. Oh, go die, yeah! We are defending American, what do you call it, interest. Oh, no, go die in Baghdad. And the man is hiding in the White House. Go there or in Ottawa, hiding there, right? But they can send poor people to go and die and waste their life up. If you love Canada, if you love America so much, you should be the one in the front. That is a leader. Not only you and your children. Because in those days, we can see that in the Torah. Even though in all Europe, the king leads the battle. And not only the king and the princess, his children. Because once the people say, oh, the king is going, I follow the king. That is it. He said, you follow your leaders. But now, no. Our leaders, they hide in their bunkers. And they send the poor people to go and die in vain. And then they come and say, they wash their hand. Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I didn't know. But they died already. Who is going to bring them back? Those families that lost their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their mothers, and so on and so forth. Are you going to tell them, oh, I pay you money? Can money, which amount of money can bring back a life, can bring them back? It's insane. So this is what I'm saying. Their children, they hide their children. Only the poor people's children go and die for their business. So, this is the same thing that is going on here. The Lord is telling us we are in the process of redemption. Yes, we keep on making that mistake, but God is saying that we need to purge ourselves from this slavery mentality. Over the past 2,000 years that we have been in the exile, right? Yes, we have the lot of, I just gave you an example of the persecution that we face in Ethiopia. There's some that face a lot of persecution in Europe. There's a lot of people that face persecution in South America, in Asia, who are of the children of God. But God is telling us that we as his children have to remove that slavery mentality. That mentality of, everything is entitled to me. No, you have to do some work. You need to go ahead and act, because the Torah is not about sitting down. The Torah is about acting. You need to do the action. Without the action, nothing works. And once again, after being part of the mentality that due to almost 2,000 years of exile and persecution has been impregnated within our psyche. And once again, after it has brought us back to our land and restored the holy city to our roots, Jerusalem, we as a people reject his way and continue upon a road paved with ingratitude, with being ungrateful to our God all the time. Even though with all his mercy, with all his love, with all his protection, with all the providence that he provides for us every day, every time, what do we pay him back? With ingratitude, with sin, with iniquity, with nonsense. And but he's a father of love. He loves us. When we recognize and understand, God have mercy on me. I recognize my sin. I recognize my transgression. He forgives us. Because the depth of the love of God is unmeasurable. You can't measure it. And that is why David was different. When David recognized his sin, he comes to God, God have mercy on me. God will forgive him. Instead of Shaul that will stand there and argue that he's right. So don't let us be like Shaul. Let us be like David, Hamelech. Like someone hitting their head with hammer and wondering why their hand is hot, or why I'm having an headache. You take hammer and you hit your head every time with hammer. And you say, My hand is painful. Of course, your hand will be painful because you're hitting your head with hammer. Or you hit your head with hammer and say, oh, I'm having headache. Are you stupid? Of course, you're going to have headache because you're hitting your head with what? With hammer. That is what we're doing because of our ingratitude to our God. So, are we, when we turn our collective back on Him, wondering why He afflicts us? When we turn our back from our Creator, when we turn our back to our King, when we turn our back to our God, when we turn our back to our Heavenly Father, then we wonder, why is God? Why am I having some problem? You know? Why this is not going fine with me? Why this I do this is not doing well? I do this is not doing well. What is going on? Because God is trying to what? Pull your ears. Come back to the path. You left the road. Come back to the road. You are departing. You are going away. My job for you is to go to continue in that path. And that is why God said, you know what? I will screw something. Then he feels uncomfortable. I remember. He comes back again into the road. He remember his father. He remember his father is in heaven. He said, oh God, we did wrong. We know that you are just, you are right, but I am wrong. Please forgive me. And God forgive us. I will come back, return back into the path. So what I'm trying to tell us this afternoon, remember, for us to be the special treasure of God. God called us that we are His special treasure. We are His property. And for us to be the special treasure and to be the property of God, we have to act according to that way. What we agree upon on Mount Sinai. Hey, you know what? I'm not there. I wasn't there. But the agreement was those who are here and those who are not here. It's not only those who are here now. No. Those who are right here and those that are not here who are what? In the loins of our fathers. And we are all in the loins of our fathers. So we agree. Everybody. They can't say, I didn't do that. You did it because your father said yes. And now I can't change it. So this is what God is saying. We need to follow the truth. The Torah is the truth. Torah is life to everyone that take hold of it. Removing slavery mentality. We need to remove it. We need to take it away. It doesn't pay. It doesn't help us. It doesn't assist us to reach our goal. That mentality of sin, of, you know what, I can continue in my sin and everything will be fine. Everything will not be fine. Nothing will be fine. Because your sin will lead you to death. That is it. The Torah said the consequence of sin is death. That is it. Like what the Torah said. And God does not change. No. We change. We go up and down, but God is constant. God stands firm. So we cannot continue to do crossing the road on the red light. Keep on being hit by a car. And we said no. I'll continue to do that. Then there's an issue. We need to wait. Be patient. The light is green. Then we walk. You can't continue to walk on the red light and say the miracle will come. That somebody will come and save you. Nobody will save you because you are the one who is disobeying, the walking on the red light every time. You need to wait on when the light is green, then you can walk and you'll be saved. Parshas, Beha'alotekha. When you rise, when we rise, so we need to rise to do the work of God, to do the service of God, to do what is right, what is just, to do justice, to follow the Torah, and everything will be added unto us. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. And every other thing that you need shall be given unto you. Everything. Nothing will be denied for you. God will not deny you anything. Long life, prosperity, peace, and above all is love. So this is what God is saying. So we have to seek the Torah first. When we have it, everything will be easy. Parshas, Beha'alotekha, the slave mentality. Shabbat Shalom.